is the North End. This is the North End.
Hey guys, JP, California, coming at you guys from a beautiful, sunny Southern California Sunday. And man, what a treat we have in here for you guys checking us out at the North End YouTube channel. It's been such a great day. I just can't even get the words out for it. It's amazing. I apologize for the noise for my dogs sniffling through leaves. Hopefully they don't start taking dumps in the background like last time. But you know who got shit on? Brighton. Brighton got shit on by Aston Villa yesterday. Aston Villa went on to beat them 6-1. But before we get into the good, the bad, and the ugly, you guys know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, comment, like, whatever way you do it, get it down. Give us a like, give us a follow. Tell us I'm trash. Tell me my dogs are just the cutest dogs ever, because they are. Oh, great. You don't get to see the dog pooping, but I do. So there is that. In the meantime, let's get into it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Aston Villa versus Brighton at Villa Park. Went off with a hatch. Villa scoring 3 goals in each half. Every fan getting the view that they want, because they are all going to be able to see goals, goals, goals. And it went from bad to worse for Brighton. A genuine title contender. But let's get into the good. The good is going to be Aston Villa's pressing. Aston Villa pressed the game to no avail. They just kept going and going and going. They had this very smart system. Diaby and Watkins prevent passing lanes to the two holding mids. Douglas Luiz and usually John McGinn step up right behind those guys to prevent passing lanes beyond them and to be able to pressure those two guys. And it worked. Brighton continuously tried to get it to their center mids and couldn't. Aston Villa would break them down. Aston Villa literally scored the second goal because they press the center mid, who has a fluff. It drops right to Diaby. Diaby plays in Watkins. Watkins runs 40 yards and scores. The pressing from Villa was amazing, and it's actually something I had seen from another YouTube channel called Tifo Football. Tifo, or Tifu, I think it's Tifo, they highlighted Man U's press against Brighton the other week, and how they would press with 3 or 4 guys to the center mids, but it didn't matter because Brighton could still get around it. Well, the problem was Aston Villa did it better than Man U and utilized that to win the ball high up the field and go at them. It's how we scored our last goal. It's how we scored our second goal. There was plenty of opportunities for Villa to win the ball high up the field and just reset it. I think I counted 11 turnovers from Brighton. And I'm going to guess 2/3 of those were probably in that center mid area. The eye test worked when it came to the pressing from Aston Villa, and it looked great. It helped tremendously in them taking the fight to Brighton and kind of beating them the old school way of pressing and battling and winning the ball up high up the field, because Brighton is not a team that teams want to do that against because they're so well playing out. So the good was Aston Villa implementing a press system that worked to the best of their advantage and contributed to at least 2 of their 6 goals, but really broke down Brighton's style of play. The bad. What could possibly be bad in a 6-1 win? Well, for me, the 2 bad items were Boubacar Kamara and Moussa Diaby coming off injured. Villa can't really handle more injuries. Mings is out for the season, so is Buendia, both of which played almost every game last season. So, how does this really affect them? Well, we still have 3 other players on the injury with Moreno. Jacob Ramsey is just now coming back after being out for almost 3 months. And we already have Leon Bailey, who got injured this week. So for us to have another 2 guys go down injured is really worrisome, especially Diaby, who usually switches with Leon Bailey. So that's 2 players that play in one position that are out. So our numbers are getting a little dwindled in that spot. Jacob Ramsey coming back right now does help, and Moreno is probably about 2 or 3 weeks out. So it's not the worst, but it's not great either. It is an injury concern Aston Villa have, and we do got to kind of keep an eye on that. Possibly, maybe Aston Villa could have made some changes earlier when they were 4-1 up to just solidify and keep guys from getting injured. Maybe early rotation when we're up so much would help. But I trust Unai Emery, so in him I trust. And possibly the ugly. What could be ugly? And I'm not going to point at Brighton this time. In the stands was none other than Gareth Southgate. The man as incompetent as VAR. It's terrible. I don't want Villa players going off to England, and now he might finally see people. But the best joke I saw on the internet was him on his phone typing at the game, and the caption said, maybe Welbeck wants to play for England again. Because he just doesn't like Villa players. So why does he even come? Konsa's been on amazing form, not just for this season, but for half of last season. He should have gotten a call up probably 2 years ago, honestly. Ollie Watkins has like 3 games under his belt, if that, because he just isn't trusted by Gareth Southgate, and yet he's one of the highest scoring English forwards. He is higher than Ivan Toney in the last, since Holland's come. He is like the second highest goal scorer in Ollie Watkins. He has more goals than Callum Wilson. So I don't know what more he needs to do. But honestly, Gareth Southgate can sod off. He doesn't do anybody justice. He keeps picking players like Harry Maguire, who doesn't play for United, and then says other players need to play for bigger teams. He's a joke. He's a joke of a manager. England, he did well for one tournament maybe, and since then England has not been able to beat a major team. He should, if he's really smart, he would let go and try and use his good credential now to go get a top club team. But he's useless. He's a joke. So that's the ugly thing, was that Gareth Southgate got camera time like 4 or 5 times at the game. Guys, this is JP California. I know Liam is watching. Liam, shout out to you for always stepping in and checking us. I hope you liked that 6-1 result, Liam. You guys know how we do. Give us a like, comment, get at us below. Tell me I'm trash, tell me I'm crap, or tell me, you know what, I'm right. Gareth Southgate is a tosser and a wanker, right? Have a great day.
This is the North End. This is the North End.